Bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong. This is Joe, the bearded historian. He'll tell you an interesting story. Be careful of his soldiers, they can be brats. This is Angel, she's an entity. She'll cause chaos and plant her hands at you. This is Sue, she likes spirits, not the alcohol. She's the reason this channel exists. This is David, he likes fire trucks. He's here occasionally. Bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong. We preserve his story. Alright, so I have decided to break up our year review because it's 2 hours. And 1 hour videos seem to do better with you guys, so we're not going to push it. This is part 2 of the 1 hour video. And then I have to start working on a shout out video because you guys are crazy and we have too many files. So, your review, here it comes. Are you ready? Shout out time. Here's a shout out just for you. You support me, so I support you. This shout out is for our friends. See who it is today. We have an emoji race today, which I forgot to set because I'm a genius. There it goes. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we've got She Stole, we got Ohio, there's Ron, Mark, Ian, Rowdy, Jamaican, Rock, Spectral, Haven, Paralife, Sea Tripping, Cable, Cosero, Pinned, there's Crystal, Brits, Hiking Ontario, Cruise Nuts, Ian, Blended, Jericho, Mark. Let's see, who else do we got? There's Abundance, there's Pedro, there's Brits, Haven, Eric, Teza. Let's see, who else? Catching. There's Rye. There's Amboys. It looks like it's, it was going to be I, but it's Cruising is Fun. Hang on a minute. Alright, this is Cruising is Fun Anytime. As you can guess, they are one of our cruising channels. This is a community for people who like cruise fashion, cruise tips, and love to connect and make the cruise community grow. We are not cruisers in any, although I did do cruising when I was in high school, but that's a different type of cruising. Anyway, I do want to do a cruise in the future. I've talked to Joe about it, so maybe someday we'll officially be cruisers. But right now we just like watching and interacting with the cruise community. As you can see, they do regular videos, and they have shorts, and then of course they do lives every morning. So if you're a cruiser or interested in cruising, check them out, like, share, comment, and enjoy our flashback from 2024. Yeah. What do you think this is?
That's a cult. He's rising the dead members. That's the god that they worshipped, so now he's, yeah, they all killed themselves, so now he's, like, standing there and he's like, rise, my children.
That one over there looks like it's a smiley face.
Where?
The second one over there, maybe it's my angle, but there's 2 eyes and a mouth.
Yeah, I don't know what you're getting at.
I don't know. Well, maybe nobody else will see it. Want to go up, Angel?
That is scary. What is even up there?
It doesn't say anything that says... Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Wow. I didn't want to intrude. Oh, wow. Found the fire pit. And very uncomfortable beds. You think they'd be better than the ones in the hotel?
Maybe. Footwear next door, so.
You guys have no idea how disconcerting this is.
You want to stand on this side then?
Oh. I know, likey. Think I can talk you to going over there to the edge? Here, just hold it like this. Put your hand. There you go. Well, watch the buttons. Watch the buttons.
I was with this finger over here. Your buttons are all the way over here.
Anybody need to get their vaccinations?
Oh, heck no. Take one look at that and I'll say.
Oh, see, that's a normal looking saddle, minus the rope. I'm not sure I want to know what the rope was for. Ooh, hat. Ooh, gas mask. It's a pointy sword. These have a special name, don't they?
The thing on the end of the rifle?
The pointy sword. The pointy sword. The pointy gun.
Folks, we have Subud for you.
You're the history person, not me. Make notice.
This is called a bayonet.
Oh, yeah.
Or as you like to say, the pointy end goes in the bad guy.
Right, exactly. Drink, gun, hats. Oh, many flaky things.
Really good.
Thanksgiving dinner, roster, handbook, revised, Christmas dinner, and this must be a servey plate. Living room, and a hint and peek at the bedroom.
Right.
I understand they can't or don't want people to touch, but still, there are better ways to do this. Today.
You tell who's going to be in the crowd. This is the Fort Robinson U.S. Army Veterinary Hospital, built in 1908 during the period of expansion. It's a standard U.S. Army quartermaster plan veterinary hospital, 7,700 square feet.
Wow.
One feature of this building is not standard Army design is the horse head on the keystone.
I need to push that button. I need to push that button. This is very cool.
We got an operating room here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where you wanted to go next. Physical therapy.
Aaron's reading that. It looks like you're thinking over there, so I didn't see this one over here hiding behind the fences. Travel safely. No,
I don't wanna.
I tried driving safely, and it didn't work very well.
Oh yes.
511.
Hi, butterfly.
Yeah. See, we no.
Yes, winter. We did that.
Yeah, gear up for the unexpected.
We just had full tanks.
Yes.
We don't have water though.
Nope.
Or food or blankets.
Well, we got a ton of beverages in the trunk.
True, I just said we didn't have water.
Right.
Well, actually, technically, we do have water.
Yeah.
Because we don't have those bottles with the big ones that Angel decided she didn't want.
Ah.
Remember?
Right.
And you haven't been drinking as many, so there's still a bunch of those in the car.
Right.
Huh? So much for a welcoming center.
Yeah, not welcome.
Well then.
They even got a covered wagon in there.
I see that.
Maybe it opens on the Memorial Day.
Maybe. We'll try again later. Maybe the placard tells us something. Hang on just a minute. Here we go. All right, what's it say, Mr. Bud?
It says by 1911, the industrial production of coal at the Aladdin mine was dwindling. Later coal mining at the site was for domestic coal for heating and cooking. The coal was reportedly a good coal which burned so hot that the stove made the stovetop rattle. The concrete and wood remains south of your location are all that remain of a truck scale. That's what this thing is. It was used to weigh coal as it left the mine. The mining for domestic coal stopped in the early 1940s, and the mine entrance was blown shut in the late 1940s by an area resident concerned with the potential hazard of an open adit. The immediate valley at the turn of the century boasted an estimated population of 500 inhabitants. Various coal mine settlements sprang up in the area with map. Just a little concrete here, guys. Just, you know.
Just a little concrete, guys.
Yeah.
I want to go in the building.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, the dog park goes up there.
Yep. Backcountry history. And you can take the old Homestake Railroad grade trail. And it will take you back up that way, up and over, which is kind of fun. Sometimes you're definitely going to have to walk that.
Yes.
Because, you know, the thing to do. And it's historical.
Or hysterical.
Or hysterical. Watch us trying to breathe.
Yes, they'll definitely hear me trying to breathe.
Now, up here, I'll circle a little bit so we're aimed directly at it. That's where the existing Homestake mine and the, they call it SURF now, it's Sanford Underground Research Facility. They had one in Singapore, they had one in Saigon.
Also, driving through the town, yeah. It's always crazy, except for in 2020 where I wish we'd videotaped it. It was empty.
Yeah.
We do have pictures, but
this strip
it was
completely
empty.
devoid of cars.
It was the only time I've ever seen it empty. It's always full like this.
Yeah.
Always.
See, there's the ice water store sign. And there's also, as this business grew, you know, there's the drugstore. They now have a soda fountain. There's a big arcade in the back.
With a big dinosaur, which is in one of our videos.
A jackalope. But yeah, it's kind of a its own neat little experience. And then now Wall also does the advantage that besides being a tourist location,
How's Darius?
I think it was actually open. There's ants are everywhere.
Yeah, they got chased out of the grass.
I believe it. Well, they built it to withstand a lot. Well, this is in memory of Donna Talent, Annie Talent, the teacher and author. Born in New York State on April 12, 1827, died in Sturgis, February 13, 1901. She was the first white woman to enter the Black Hills, arriving in Custer City in December of 1874.
Nice.
Shortly after Custer's party made their discovery. This monument is erected by the Society of Black Hills Pioneers and many admirers. The world is a better place because she lived and worked in it. History, she was one of the first teachers. She was really big in Rapid City until the local progressives decided that she was a racist, and they renamed her school and several other things because she declared the Native American savages at that time.
At that time, most people called them savages.
Exactly. But in this day and age, they like to try to erase history if they can. Now, interestingly enough, I'm going to flip this around. You're going to see a structure over here made of wood. That was, this is a replication, obviously, of what was known as the Gordon Stockade. Annie Talent was in with that group. The Gordon Stockade was made by a group of enterprising prospectors who were looking for gold. They snuck into the Black Hills illegally, set up the stockade as a way to defend their position from Indian attacks. Everything was okay until they were discovered by soldiers, who then escorted them out and burned the old one down.
Woo!
Well, after a couple months and resupplying of provisions. They came back and rebuilt it.
Of course.
And so now it's got a replica that's set up over there. Sadly, I don't see a road except there's one way over there.
We might have to walk to it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it stopped raining.
Yeah, I'm going to try to swing around and see if we can't get closer. So, if you want to use your video.
You know, I have one of those terrible ideas. We could come out here with our ghost stuff. Actually, technically, it's in the car. But imagine doing that in the evening or night when it's darker.
Here's some historical information. Generally credited, the first schoolhouse built in the country in Custer County. Aaron School was built in 1881. Land donated in Section 28, T38, built by E.P. Pat Walsh. He and several neighbors, George Goodlock and son, and the Doran men built the school with hand-hewn logs located 4 miles east of Custer, the Lower French Creek Road, on a property now owned by Custer State Park. Now, there were 46 students in the Glen Aaron School in 1862.
Holy cow!
1960, he won a real prestigious race in England with his car.
Wow.
Here he is coming through a floor on an elevator with a car.
Oh,
dirty.
wow.
Car's dirty from the day before. He's got his tuxedo on. He got his hands on the trophy and he wanted it. And they told him to get the trophy you have to win 2 times. So the next year,
Oh, that's just mean.
Yeah, well, it's not they told him he had to win 2 times. So the next year he won and asked for the trophy. And they told him, no, you got to win 3 times.
Oh, that's just...
Yeah. So he won the 3rd year and asked for the trophy, and they turned around and walked away from him.
Oh!
So when Swedes win English races, apparently it doesn't go over very well.
Apparently.
Car was brought to U.S., raced, was brought up to Canada and raced. It was brought back down to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and competed in a hill climb.
Wow.
And all crazy things, the car disappeared.
Oh, no!
Nobody knew what happened to it for about 30 years. A gentleman in a St.
Here, this big patch of the light-colored concrete is what used to be part of the mill and tailing site for the Edgemont uranium mine. Now, back in the 50s, we had an event where, with the Cold War, anywhere that people could find uranium in Fall River County, all the way up into the northern Black Hills, if you could find it, the government would pay you some severe money to take and mine it out of your property. And, well, a lot of the tailings and yellow cake, as I'd like to refer to as, came out here. Well, unfortunately, when they first started doing the mining and stuff, they kind of failed to realize how radioactive some of this stuff is. Now, interestingly enough, over here...
Okay, Borealis Part 2. I cannot see anything.
Yeah, a lot of the haze is buried, but you can still see a couple bands.
I wish... Can't really see it on my camera.
I got a small shot of this one.
Right.
There's a thin one there, then a bigger one there, but that cloud is buried again.
Closed on Sundays.
That's the one across the street, yep.
I can read.
Well, here's notes. It says construction of this cabin began in 1875 under Dr. Daniel Flick, though he never fully completed the work. Under command of Captain George Crook, Dr. Flick and the other gold miners were escorted from the Black Hills and were forced to walk to Fort Laramie. After being removed to a new resident, Captain Jack Crawford moved into the cabin. Years after being removed from the Black Hills, Dr. Flick returned to find Crawford and taken up residence in his home. Flick had belongings of... Flick was successful in court case against Crawford and once again took rightful possession of his property. Dr. Flick eventually moved to Rapid City, where he died on February 20th, 1911. Interesting.
WDAC's kitty train. We'll be giving rides various times throughout the day, so if your kids want to join in and go for a tour of the grounds.
Like the FFA eagle on the front of it.
Right? It also looks like the, like,
We have a 1917 Waterloo 16 horsepower steamer. This is owned by the Don Donovan family. Logan Diamond and Austin Jacobs are doing the driving today. This was purchased in '79 by Don Donovan and been around ever since. It's now owned by...
right. Eisenhower Interstate System.
Yes. Now, for the bored people that don't know anything about my history steals that I put out,
How did you find this? I'm just kidding.
this is a happy little thing that talks about way back when Eisenhower was still just in the military, before he even went to World War II. He had an ambitious idea that he was going to go see his folks out in California. And yes, you can imagine how much fun that was before they had the interstates, because all your roads were these happy little dirt/mud pits that I think they said they were going to take so many thousand men, and it took them almost 3 months to go across the country.
Fun.
Oh yeah. Jeeps got stuck. I think their first day they got a total of 12 miles in.
Woo!
90% of your roads were all inside the main cities. Once you got outside the cities, you were kind of... yeah,
It's taken some damage, hasn't it?
I bet.
You want to try reading it?
I'll read it. The first recorded interment at Fort Robinson Cemetery was James Brogan, July 2nd, 1875. The last was Fred Lester in June 13th, 1945. Among the 258 interments listed in the cemetery records are two officers, Markland Williamson and James A. Swift, two Army Scouts, Moses California Joe Milner, Custer's favorite scout, and Baptiste Littlebat Garnier, 10 men killed in the January 1879 Cheyenne outbreak, two Medal of Honor recipients, Emmanuel Stantz and George Jordan, and about 140 women and children, dependents of the service personnel. Its location in the confluence of the Soldier Creek and White River made Fort Robinson subject to frequent flooding. In 1926, E.A. Brennenstuhl, chronicler of the West, was shocked to find the cemetery overrun with weeds and underbrush. Later, caretakers were appointed, and the cemetery was well maintained until the post closed. Shortly before the Army abandoned the fort, most of the remaining graves, 23 listed as unknown, were moved to Fort McPherson National Cemetery near Maxwell, Nebraska. And so these are the...
Speaking of which, I found a map noise for you. I get lost. Trip. Books are only 10, bud.
That's a old map.
That's the kind he likes best.
What's really funny is one of the... Oh, wow. Like the flag.
And photography, and we got some pictures.
Want to shoot a photograph with a real camera?
I don't have the patience for those kind of cameras. I'll be honest.
Yeah, back you take like 3 or 4 because you didn't know if any of them would even turn out.
Yeah.
I want to know what this game was.
Family.
Magnet. I just saw that one.
Still a bank vault is there, and my dad showed me where the school used to be. It was like a hole in the ground where the school. But the house and the bank vault's the only original.
Charles, Rusa, and Ilan.
Russo. Oh, Charles. Tech Sergeant. He was in World War II. Look at the date he died.
Our wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
I think it's just the long thingies brushing the back of my leg, but look at the big thistles. They haven't bloomed yet, but look at them.
I see that.
Wow.
Peggy, Margaret, Ann, Butch Burton, Hakes Jr., and Jack. Yeah,
It's taken some damage, hasn't it?
I bet.
You want to try reading it?
I'll read it. The first recorded interment at Fort Robinson Cemetery was James Brogan, July 2nd, 1875. The last was Fred Lester in June 13th, 1945. Among the 258 interments listed at the cemetery records are 2 officers, Markland Williamson and James A. Swift, 2 Army Scouts, Moses California Joe Milner, Custer's favorite scout, and Baptiste Littlebat Garnier, 10 men killed in the January 1879 Cheyenne outbreak, 2 Medal of Honor recipients, Emmanuel Stantz and George Jordan, and about 140 women and children, dependents of the service personnel. Its location in the confluence of the Soldier Creek and White River made Fort Robinson subject to frequent flooding. In 1826, E.A. Brennenstuhl, chronicler of the West, was shocked to find the cemetery overrun with weeds and underbrush. Later, caretakers were appointed, and the cemetery was well maintained until the post closed. Shortly before the Army abandoned the fort, most of the remaining graves, 23 listed as unknown, were moved to Fort McPherson National Cemetery near Maxwell, Nebraska. And so these are the...
I just have to be careful. I like the gate. Hi, baby. Hey, Frank. Farewell. Words were...
No farewell words were spoken, no time to say goodbye. You were gone before we knew it, and only God knows why.
I kind of like that they punched it out like that. It's not something you see very often. I see the ropes.
I want the horse, and I want the rest of the chest piece.
I must have bumped it. I wonder when I bumped it. Damn it.
All answers given to your questions asked while I was on the way to
Stay
the
over there.
facility are not legally binding and subject to review.
Ooh. Stay over there. God, I hate you wasps. Everybody's gonna know you went potty.
Obviously. So here they come a mile away. Oh, well, hello. Surveyor's area.
Mom noises. Yeah, I'd love to give it to you one of those. Go.
Well, 1887 Barracks Road. During the expansion to Fort Robinson, 6 adobe barracks were built on the south side of the parade grounds over here. Later, 2 frame barracks were added. Each building had a dormitory area 170 by 30 feet, a kitchen wing 70 by 30 feet, and housed a single troop, usually 50 to 75 soldiers. Cavalry troops occupied this row until 1918. New brick construction in the 20th century replaced the 3 barracks. The 5 remaining barracks were demolished in 1923.
So only leaving one.
Yes. Huge barracks.
Ooh, writing prompts. Balance, gratitude, self-love, relationships.
Oh god, Rupi Kaur. She is really hated on TikTok.
Hold on. I've only been on TikTok a few times.
I know her because I'm into like a lot of poetry, but a lot of the stuff she does, a lot of people hate.
Gotcha. Ooh, autographed. Probably not. I was looking to see if I recognized any of them. Merle's still with us, and somebody has not decided if they want to be here or not. Oh, I like they left the fishy thing. No, the other one.
The other one? Yeah.
A fishy thing.
Yeah, real.
Thank you. I couldn't think of what it's called. I was like, it's not the rod, it's the other part. Pretty flowers. Hello, Don.
I don't know if they're military or not. From 1947.
Wow. Look at this, guys. Oh, there's an attic. Yeah. Well, there's a mountain noises. I guess this is the layout. Somebody's lost their children. I know the road's closed, but you still shouldn't play in the street, children.
The sun.
That son. Instead of Dodson, it's that son. Women wise, interesting. Oh, look at the Phoenix there on the front. We have lost your father. Should we wait for Dad to catch up?
Yeah.
I don't know. Lent. I don't know. If anybody can tell us what that means, translate in the. Yeah, see, I thought that would be kind of fun because it's got a whole bunch of different types of cards in it.
Right.
I do think it's funny that the geek pack's in the nerd pack or in the new nerd box.
Yes.
That's funny. If you need a.
Nope, I got it.
Thingamabobber.
Yep. I have fingernails. Human pack. Oh no.
Isn't that fun?
Who
They have all kinds of weird packs.
who here is human? Yeah, Nicole? I'm all again.
Deepak of the Geek. Maybe.
Ecology.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, see, it doesn't want to open. This sounds like a good, awesome idea.
You know, you figure with newspapers, eventually we may not have them. You know, there's probably, I'm still so old-fashioned, of course, but you know, there may be a point where we don't have papers anymore at all, I suspect, right? Who knows? Okay, so now where were you all from?
Rapid.
Oh, from Rapid City. Okay,
Yeah.
my old stomping ground. So I was at Badlands National Park for 11 years as chief ranger, then retired out of police work 2 years ago. But yeah, good old Rapid Valley. That's where the wife and I called home. So, well, welcome. Not your first time here then.
No,
I suspect you've been here before.
we came here
About 2 months ago.
about 2 months ago. Nobody was here, so we're like, oh, we'll come back. And then we saw this, and we're just like, oh, we have to go to this.
Oh yeah, very much so. Well, very good. So today, as we talked about down at the bleachers, it is a unique day just because June 26th is always a lot of fun for us, just in the sense that it's the anniversary. You know, it's when the U.S.
To the part where we were talking about augmented reality before it died.
I think about people don't ask any questions.
What? What gives you that idea?
In fact, I started a couple of them.
And the fact that he's like, now you got me started. This is a guardhouse, it says. You want to read signs?
I'm going to read this one. And you get to look at the pictures behind the actual. I think the deer flies are following me.
I hope not. I haven't seen any. But of course I didn't see anything at the cemetery either, but it's not them, it's the damn ants. Oh, wow. See, this would be good to have our chairs. Let's pick a spot to sit. The water helped, but I definitely need a drink.
I like how the wall filled in the door.
Yeah, he was talking about that. How there used to be a door there.
Oh, coffee. I need a 2-cent stamp, please. Anybody? Yo.
This is another one of those highs of activity.
Yeah.
Can't really see on this side because of the glare. And there's the store.
Yeah. Your version of Walmart.
Still think this is so cool and beautiful. Books. I don't think that was here last time. There's a copy of the one.
Huh.
That would be cool to own.
Oh, yeah. Check this out, though. They got a...
I remember those. We looked at some of them. Double bed, needlepoint.
Left side photos and descriptions.
Very happy. Why am I leading and asking you where you want to go? Oh. Thought I'd block out the sun, the stars. I almost said the sun. I am a genius who's fully awake.
Fully awake.
Yeah.
We all know that, right?
That is wild, though. Radius and headlights.
I kind of wish it was.
Or solid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I can kind of see. Oh, look at me get through the camera, babes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. There you go.
You can see.
Several different locations, both in Spearfish, Putnam Rapids, Dale Farm, right here. Dignity of Earth and Sky. And people, you know, they'll drive in and they'll come out, they'll take a look at it, and you can. It's received and dedicated September 17th, 2000. The Core Discovery 2 marker commemorates the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The geographic position of this marker has been established using the satellite-based global positioning system. This marker is part of the National Spatial Reference System, which is the standard for positioning, mapping, and navigating in the United States. Position of this marker is at latitude 43 degrees, 47 minutes, 13.66 seconds north, longitude 99 degrees, 22 minutes, 18.16 seconds west. The elevation of the marker is 1,718 feet above the mean sea level. This marker was set in cooperation with the South Dakota Society of Professional Land Surveyors, South Dakota Department of...
Oh, there those trees are, right there.
And up on top of the hill. Lots of little kids playing in the trees. Hi, guys.
We've been there twice. We did Easter there one year, and it was very, very windy.
Yes. Very gusty.
Very, very windy.
As you can see, because it is fall, the grass has already turned to this golden shade instead of the lush green it was earlier. So it's just kind of, you know, slowly going through the phases as fall and eventually when winter comes.
The one thing about the canyons is your ear will pop at least once. Mine likes to do it like a dozen times because it can.
Right on Vale Falls. There's people up there.
It's built on logs, which is why it's called log home school, and this building replaced it.
Very cool. Oh, wow.
So we have 1880 school day in the fall here, and the fourth graders come in and we have class here.
That's cool.
A couple of things to call your attention to. We have, well, the stage. We have, not very many schools have a stage, and so we're lucky that we got one that has a stage.
That's
In
so
Oregon,
cool.
we've got 3 more organs. This is called the Trippin-Sea Planetarium, and it's patented in 1908, but it doesn't move, it's too fragile, but there's one in the new building that we can turn.
That's
The
so
one- the
cool.
building we were just in.
Oh, wow.
This is the globe that's on the pulley system.
That's fun. I've never seen that. That's fun. Okay, we officially, if we ever buy you a globe, we have to do that. We'll probably break it or ourselves, but you know. The first day of Halloween, my true love gave to me a bloody hatchet in my hand. On the second day of Halloween, my true love gave to me 2 evil twins and a bloody hatchet in my hand. On the third day of Halloween, my true love gave to me 3 terrifying tarantulas, 2 evil twins, and a bloody hatchet in my hand. On the fourth day of Halloween, my true love gave to me 4 animatronics, 3 terrifying tarantulas, 2 evil twins, and a bloody hatchet in my hand. On the 5th day of Halloween, my true love gave to me 5 serial killers, 4
How did you spend your first few pages on slime and a bunch of tarantulas?
These are pancake courses. These are my favorite courses in the world, guys. They're super cool. Can anybody tell me why they look like why they're called pancakes? They're super flat, right? They're super flat like pancakes. Also, this is really cool. Check this out. Hold on, right there. These guys are squishy. They have squishy shells. See that? See that? Isn't that weird? These guys have squishy shells. That squishy shell. Good job. Keep going. That squishy shell, guys. That makes them have the ability.
Lodgepole.
Nice.
We incorporated them.
mat noises, baby.
They're always part of the community, so.
Yeah, we just drove past Lodgepole on the way up here.
Oh, where are you from?
Rapid.
Oh.
Yeah.
My husband's sort of historical.
I'm a junkie. I get lost in cemeteries and ghost towns and ruins and stuff. So
How
it's
did you find out about our museum, or were you just driving by?
well, first I saw it on Facebook,
Okay, good.
and then I yacked with somebody. And
That's cool. I want to see this in a parade, please. So that has to be in a parade.
yeah, like the Rita Fire Department thing.
Yes, I saw the fire department. Oh, hello.
German machine gun.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, wow. 1890 to 1900.
Very cool.
You got Samuel Arcee, W.P. Bird.
So much for coming.
Well, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I'm still looking for the map, though. There was a map with a walking tour. Another lady said she might be able to find it.
You know, I can tell you, getting that walking tour through the city council was just too much frustration.
Do the map and do it.
Yeah, well, we wanted to set up.
One for introduction. I just want to say I am Jim Preston. I spent 30 years in the Army. It was Army National Guard, Reserve, and active duty. So I hit them all. And I just wanted to start this by not talking military. I usually tell a story about my wife.
Uh-oh.
And this isn't going to be any different. Dee and I have been married for over 50 years. And
Their horn works really well.
Off to the races! Off to the races! Go, pig, go, pig, go, pig, go.
Said she's guiding him.
Pig 4, he was 0. Come on, come on!
Oh no! Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Day one of our Count Your Blessings will be family. They can be irritating, they can be annoying, they can be frustrating, they can be wonderful. My family is a mixed bag of nuts. I don't acknowledge many of them anymore. I love Joe's family. They're wonderful. So family is our first blessing. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Second blessing of this year is books. I am an avid book reader. If you haven't noticed from our book reading challenge that Mr. Cheetah has started and seems to have forgotten. Bad Patrick. Anyway.
And in the old part of town.
Oh, I do like the tree, though. The parlor.
Road too.
Oh yeah.
Down
Upstairs.
for the Bills.
Uh-huh.
And then Danny Woodhead, who played with the Patriots, won the Super Bowl a couple times.
But does that just mean that it's the office for this particular
Building, maybe.
area?
But it looks like that's what the name is listed for. Look at that. YouTube building.
Right.
That's kind of interesting.
What is? Oh, this little thingy? Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's like they sealed up most of it inside.
Again, I feel like this is so cool, but at the same time, I feel like we're breaking so many rules. There you go.
Before Robinson and the Railroad, on January 20th, 1885, Congress granted the Fremont, Elkhorn, and Missouri Valley Railroad the right-of-way through Fort Robinson Military Reservation. Later, this line was acquired by the Chicago Northwestern. With direct rail access in 1886, the Fort committed to expand. The regional importance and military use was assured well into the 20th century.
They thought.
The railroad's arrival also spurred development and settlement with the founding of the town of Crawford in 1886.
We've driven through Crawford.
Yes.
We took Grandma with us.
Grandma.
She took us with her. One of the two.
One of the two. Sea level benchmark, the stone monument at this location is one of Nebraska's original benchmarks. Surveyors use benchmarks to determine elevation. This one is placed by the U.S. Coast and Geodetic Survey of 1902. As part of a larger project in which sea level based elevation was carried by surveyors from coast to coast. This established the state's first precise levels. Today, this marker, designated H4, is approximately 3,786 feet above mean sea level.
Was it?
Yeah, it's a little elevated.
It's a koala. Frog. I see a turkey. Interesting.
I have more pins over here too.
Oh, look, there's a hippo.
Any penguins?
No. Oh, there is one there.
She's into purple, so yeah.
See, there you go.
They saw you coming.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, for the boy.
Yeah, I just pointed out, you are not paying any attention to me.
That's because I heard you say koala, not hippo.
You also didn't see the koala I pointed out.
That's because I was looking for the one in the back. It's purple, not black.
Uh-huh, exclusives.
You got it.
Doggy. I don't see any turtles or owls, though.
What else are you looking for?
Turtle.
Justice and Truth. Like the little star.
In the
Oh.
end of December, we'll go check it out a second time and see if they've got some of those others lit up.
Merry Christmas, Perk Up.
Let's do a coffee shop.
I have no comments.
The Rights.
Are they all... Oh, that's maybe a name. Never
That's
mind.
what I'm thinking, yeah.
I like the Christmas card, though.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the piglets. Piglet
Like
elves.
the dwarves, yes.
Did you just say dwarves?
That's what they look like.
You're weird. This one's kind of cool.
From the
Is that a cowboy hat?
Lemon family.
Lemon family.
I was trying to say, it looks like a cowboy hat.
Hi, Sean. Hi, Susan.
It looks like it's been snowed on.
Yes. That's probably the idea, though.
Yes. We support the Douglas Patriots. Good. We got a pretty good team. I won a competition up there for useless trivia.
Which is everything you know. No, just kidding.
Icers, softball, interesting. We color schemed though. I got the dark blue, silver, white. This is cool though.
That's kind of cool.
That one. Oh, here you go. You can make cranes, origami.
I never could do the crane, but I made a hot air balloon once.
There's trees full of them.
That's kind of fun. Oh.
Like the skis.
Looks like they're on sale. How cute. Oh, I don't like wood stuff. Oh, tokens. Oh, these are thingies that they can win.
$15.
Interesting. So pretty.
Tree of life.
Some of these are really pretty too. This little mug one.
Our daughter, it's so funny. She's like packaging. I'm getting plants everywhere. There's like succulents, vines. Yeah.
I bet she feels really good in all the plants too.
What's really funny is she doesn't even sleep on the bed.
Booth House. Christmas edition. But you guys will probably see before you actually see the regular edition. Because reasons. Oh.
That museum opening next year.
Pretty.
Don't touch.
On the desk. This one only has one little window. And this has got a little scene here. And of course the big present. I love the little...
Finally, after 13 years. And we're stopping. Oh my god.
I found the Marshalls.
This is so
Welcome to Hermosa. Hey, at least the wind isn't blowing.
I know, but it's just like, you don't have to go so slow.
Well, it's their first nighttime parade, so things are a little bit different at night.
All the old people are driving and they can't see, and that's why it's...
Oh, geez. Oh, look at the food one this year, baby. There's one your dad would like.
Yeah.
There's even bacon egg in there and a hot dog.
Hey, I see a bacon here too.
There's French fries. There's an orange.
Chains. Train disappear.
I like the roundhouse back there, though.
Oh, Yeah, I think they changed it up a little bit.
I think so too.
They're taking out some of the stuff. Maybe they must be changing the design. We can barely see it. I want it
Or the spotlight or something.
colored. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, angels are pretty over there.
Like the blue star.
So I can get a picture from the boy. Come on, focus. Come on. Oh, come on, I already put up so you can take a picture. Damn it. There we go. It's one thing I hate about adjusting is it always takes me when people it's like, oh yeah, you can also take a picture now. Because we've reset all the standards.